If you're wondering what I eat in a day, how to stay healthy, how to stay on track, if I stay on track, then you're in the right place because this video has everything. If you guys know me, then you know I absolutely adore Stefan's character from SNL, and I always will forever and a day. I absolutely love him. And if you have no clue who he is, go search up SNL Stefan, okay? If you want to laugh, if you need a laugh today, then that's where you want to go. So in this video, I'm discussing what I eat in a day, every single day. Did I stay on track? We will have to find out the answer to that. Why I eat what I eat, how you can start implementing tips that I had to implement, why I eat that way. We're just gonna be all up in my mouth today. All up in my mouth, all up in my fridge, all up in my freezer today. I'm not gonna do a walk around or anything, but I am going to definitely tell you what I have. Sometimes I'll post stuff in my stories and stuff. And if you have no clue who I am, I'm Avishai L, spiritual medium, holistic health and life coach, helping you live a stress-free life through nutrition, lifestyle, spirituality, and beauty, all of the things that I do and teach my clients. This was actually a client requested video. So my sweet client, she knows who she is. I will definitely tell her that I mentioned her in this video. And hopefully she sees it. I know she'll definitely watch it. She's currently enrolled in my Eat Stress Away program. Everybody loves that program. Like, they absolutely enjoy it. And it's fun to hear because you're the one teaching it. So when they come back to you and they're like, oh my God, I loved your video, and your video helped me do this, your video helped me do that. It's just an amazing, incredible feeling. It reminds me of being in school and having like that favorite professor that you just love to be in their class. And before I continue even more and dive deeper in this video, I definitely want you to subscribe for weekly videos, hit the notification bell, and always feel free to leave comments below. If you have any questions, I love questions. I love answering them. Last week, I was not able to record a video. I had a huge emergency. It was my birthday last week, but then I had a huge emergency that could not be avoided and impacted my tech and everything. So I wasn't able to record podcasts. Surprisingly, I was like, oh my God, I'm not able to record my podcast. You guys know I love talking. I love helping people. Free advice every single week. Absolutely. I could talk all day. I mean, sometimes you keep to yourself, but I like to talk and communicate and express myself. We're on this earth. I see the world as a stage. So, you know, I like to express myself in that way and help people and converse with people. What planet is heavy in my chart? But anyway, so that's what I like doing. So I was upset. I was like, and I don't like feeling disorganized. Hello. And also, if you want to stay organized, I have my astrology planner, which I have been writing in. I created this myself. I absolutely love and adore it. It is on my site. I will link it below so you can get one, okay? So yeah, I was like, oh my God, I didn't record my YouTube video, my weekly Monday YouTube video. So we're gonna put an end to that and get stuff in place to where I don't miss a week. Seriously, because I missed everyone. I was like, I didn't get to talk to them. It felt like, I don't know, my heart was just ripped from my chest. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Okay, so what I eat in a day. So you all know that I am vegan and I am completely plant-based. And the reason why I am vegan and plant-based is for health reasons. Those of you who don't know my vegan story, which I think I told it. I think I told it in one of these videos. Or it's definitely on my podcast though. So feel free to just stalk my podcast and binge listen to each of those episodes. I actually like when people stalk me, but with pure intentions. like not to emulate me, not to be mischievous, not to like compete, but just like stalk me just because like they love me. Like I love when people do that. That's definitely astrology. As long as it's pure intentions and it doesn't get crazy, like yeah, stalk me all day. I don't care who you are. So I became vegan not because I wanted to, but because I had to for health reasons. I dealt with endometriosis for 8 years, and I would order from my favorite restaurant. I used to order from Tony's. Anyone who went to Central Connecticut State University knows Tony's. Knows Tony's Pizzeria at, near Central, and I always used to order from there. Their eggplant parmesan, their french fries, or it was like a cheese grinder with, lettuce, tomato, onions, vinegar, olives, all of the good stuff, right? So I'd always order from there. And during that time, I think my mom, she had watched Dr. Fuhrman. So I was making her meals so she could stay on track. She lost over 200 something pounds, which was incredible. She was over 300 pounds. She lost over 200 pounds, eating healthy on Dr. Fuhrman's. I remember making her that raw cabbage salad, and I ate that, and for 7 hours I wasn't hungry. Then I was like, you know what, I'm going to McDonald's. So I didn't stick with the plan, but she did. She was really disciplined. And so she went on to be in First for Women magazine and all of that good stuff. That was a great day. I went to go see her photo shoot and everything. And then I met Dr. Fuhrman. I interviewed him a couple times. So if you want to go check out those interviews, those are in the link below. Comment down below and let me know if you're on here to lose weight or you just want to know how to stay on track eating healthy. Let me know in the comments below, okay? So I was still eating, she went cold tofurkey eating vegan. I was still like pescatarian, vegetarian. At the time, if you still ate fish, because this was years ago, you were just considered vegetarian. So I was still eating fish. I was still eating, actually I cut out fish at this point. I cut out fish at that point, yeah. So I went vegetarian. And I was like, at least I could still have my cheese. And I noticed every time I ate it, my stomach was just on fire. Like it started to burn. And I was like, this can't be the cheese. So I tried it again and I was like, damn, I can't eat this anymore. I can't eat this, because I was like, my stomach was literally on fire. It felt like I was on fire. And so I cut it out. I went vegan. I went strict as F vegan, and was upset because I was detoxing. The food I wasn't flavoring none of my food. I was eating like steamed broccoli with mushrooms and onions, and the very smell of it was making me detox because I wasn't used to eating that. And so I saw my health improve though. Like I went very, very strict. Got rid of endometriosis, which was unheard of because they were trying to give me a third surgery. I had 2 surgeries, as you guys know, and I will link my endometriosis story in the description box below. And let me write this down so I don't forget to do that. I told you I love to stay organized. Link endo video. And my weight loss interviews are already in the description box below. So I had 2 surgeries already, almost died in one, and I had my appendix taken out. Just go watch that story. You're like, what? Yeah. That's why I have my book, I Made It Out, because the situations, it was like Lemony Snicket's series of unfortunate mother effing events. For real. Almost died the second surgery. So I'm glad to be here. They were like, you're gonna have to have a third surgery. It was considered chronic. Like you're never gonna get rid of endometriosis. It was just unheard of. You didn't hear of getting rid of it. So when I went to the gynae years ago, and she went to go see, she was like, whatever you're doing, continue to do it, because I don't see any signs of endometriosis. And I was a bad case, a horrible case. Like would be in the hospital every single day. Till this day, I don't know how I made it through high school I don't know how I made it through high school having to go to the hospital so much. They had to do so much blood work. When I would walk in, they'd be like, oh, hey. They knew me. They were like, oh, she's coming. And that is difficult, very difficult. So that's why I went vegan. Now I went through these ups and downs being a vegan and trying to find my way. I got off track because I got tired of not flavoring my food, because when you become new to something, you don't really know what the hell you're doing, so I wasn't really flavoring stuff. I was trying new things. It was like an acquired taste. So that's when I had my book Earthly Desserts come out, and I was like, I could rock with this because I like eating this stuff. So you can also check that book out. People adored that. Even little babies did. There was one little girl who just would not eat anything. I remember that time, and I was concerned. And they gave her some of the donuts in my book, and she loved them. And that's what I love about, and I'm gonna go into more detail about that, being this kind of vegan that I am today, is because it's not about what food you're eating, because you could have donuts every day and get all your nutrients. It's all about getting the nutrients that the body needs. Doesn't matter what kind of food you're eating, are you getting all the nutrients? So those recipes include all of the nutrients that the body would need to function, whether it's whatever, the vitamins and minerals, whatever, if it's vitamin A, vitamin C, vitamin K, whatever, that helps your blood levels. It's magnesium, if it's iron, what have you. I'm sure to include that. And then antioxidants and fiber and magnesium and those other good things that also support overall health. That's why I have my Eat Stress Away program, because you're literally eating stress away. You're literally bringing your body into balance. You're literally detoxifying yourself on a mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual level, which is truly, truly important to functioning, and so I try to incorporate that into my diet every single day. But like I said, I'm gonna be completely transparent. I'm gonna let y'all know what's been going on, what I've been eating. So that's how I started off, and I would get off track, before I started incorporating other foods, because like I said, there was a point where I was eating like a big bowl of peas, bowl of broccoli, and salad with balsamic vinegar just to stay strict. Like people knew me. I went to the gym 5 to 6 days a week. Literally right after, like the next place was 10-15 minutes away. I went to cycling 5 to 6 days a week. Yes, crazy, for an hour. And then I would go home and eat that, and was so strict, didn't eat after a certain time, was so strict. And then I ended up the next year binge eating and gaining all, my weight back, because you're activating certain enzymes that are causing you to gain certain weight back. What is it? COA, synthase. I have a whole post about that. I actually said it in another video, so you can peruse and see what enzymes are activated and why it's important to not yo-yo diet, because that's essentially what happened. And then I became leptin resistant. Once you're leptin resistant, your gut and your brain are miscommunicating, and you're constantly eating all day. That was me when I went to accept my essential oils award at Utah. Was eating all day. That was fun. It was fun, but the feeling of never being satisfied eating is why I'm making this video. So it took me some years. Like I started being vegan 2012, off and on with the healthy vegan, not healthy vegan, because I wasn't satisfied. That's when 2017, 2018, that's when I came up with the Eat Stress Away method and started doing my research on how to make food more flavorful, how to literally have your cake and eat it too, how to not have to cut out pasta, what can I do to make everything healthier. So I took my favorite foods, made a list, made my own recipe book, which I give my clients. It's incorporated in my courses to show them that you could have whatever you want. It reminds me of Kira Shear. You can have Kira Shear, you can have what you want. That you can have what you want in a healthier version. You could have macaroni and cheese. You can have spaghetti. You can have pizza. You can have pasta. You can have tacos. You can have quesadillas. You can have tacos. You can have burritos. You can have French fries, as long as it's in a healthier version. You can even have certain oils, as long as they're the healthy version of oils. You can still have popcorn. So I'm letting people know that you don't have to deprive of anything. I've done everything from portion size and calorie counting. The shit doesn't work long term. Again, it makes you binge eat. And it's over time, that's not good. It's restrictive. Like I always say, are we punching into work or are we eating healthy? You know? A smart aleck might say, yeah, I am punching to work and that's why blah, blah, blah. I'm not talking to you. You shouldn't even be watching this video. Although we know lower vibrational entities do come across sometimes because they have nothing better to do with their lives, you know? They're like roaches. Yeah. So that is what started me eating a certain way. What keeps me on track? What keeps me disciplined, what keeps me motivated is the fact that I did have kidney failure, I did have cancer, I did have diabetes. People say you can't get rid of it. You can get rid of diabetes, whether it's 1 or 2. First of all, it's a mindset thing. No, first of all, everything is reversible. Second of all, it takes a mindset thing. If you don't want to have something, you don't have to have something. And that takes strength. You know, people are at different stages in their life, you know? And I was there too, where you tend to be attached to a certain sickness because it becomes your best friend because you don't have any outlet. Or you're dealing with, you know, mental health recovery or emotional traumas, and you're attached to things, so you don't want to let go of certain things. So it takes a certain amount of strength. Sometimes sickness is a crutch, you know? And so once you rise above that, you do. And sometimes people, environment, work, diet, you know, airborne pathogens, what have you, keep things afloat. So the goal is to stop that from happening. So what do I eat in a day? What do I eat in a day now? So now, due to the fact that I've detoxed so many times, I've done, you know, inner work on myself, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, food, for the most part, has become an accessory, not a necessity to me. Like I said, I would have 8 cheesecakes a day before. 8 slices of cheesecake a day before. I would have 3 bowls of something before. Whereas now, it's not really like that. Because I've worked on myself and gotten to the root of things. That's what I teach in my Eat Stress Away program and in my nutrition coaching programs, and in various things. So definitely go peruse that. But now I like to eat, I'll eat forager yogurts. I'll have grapes or berries. Berries are great because they have flavonoids, they have polyphenols, they have everything that helps with mental health, prevents depression, gives you antioxidants to fight off, you know, toxins, to restore the cells, to regenerate the cells, to cleanse that. It helps with oxidative stress and reverses the aging process. It's void of advanced glycation end products, which make you age, and this is why, you know, there's a lot of people on the acid side instead of the alkaline side of chemistry, and this is where all of those diseases come in, those symptoms, those ailments, you know. So it's very, very important to have something like that on the daily. I also try to have, right now I'm eating steamed vegetables. I'm mostly raw, but I have some steamed. I have steamed vegetables. I do eat, potatoes from time to time. Not all the time, but I was ordering from DoorDash. And sometimes I would order from certain places where the food was not as healthy, and there's really no excuses. This is not an excuse, but I will say that I was dealing with a lot, which I will go into more detail about. And when you do find out, you're gonna be like, I don't know how you even did it, because what was actually done was it was unheard of. It was unheard of, really. So I was ordering from DoorDash to cope with certain things, to help heal certain things. It wasn't like it was terrible, it was just not the norm. Like I said, when I was doing my book and it was hard to talk about certain things, I was ordering stuff that was not my normal diet. So I did have my moments where I ordered from DoorDash. And that's why I have my program. I will go and take it, so I do, for the most part, try my best to stay on track. Some of the stuff from DoorDash wasn't bad, but some was. Like if it's, was rice or whatever, I know what rice turns into. It turns into sugar, it turns into certain things. I did have my moments where I did have sugar as well. And like I said, there's no excuse. That's just how I was kind of dealing with stuff. But once I dealt with it, then I get back on track. So it's all about you dealing with it, and you being prepared ahead of time for anything that comes. Yeah, I'm not gonna go into detail now. You will find out in due time if Spirit has me to say. Yeah. But for the most part, that's what I eat. I mostly eat, I'll have like a fruit and nut bar as well. Lara bars are my favorite. I have the pineapple upside down cake ones now. Bromelain is great for mental health. It's also great for inflammation and stimulation, mental stimulation as well. It has, what else does it have in there? I think it has almonds or some sort of nut. Great for brain health. And I'm doing better. I am an ataxia survivor as well. I don't need assistance to walk, and my left side is doing much better. Came a long way. They did encourage me to go to physical therapy. I decided to do stuff on my own, which I did. Very unconventional stuff like painting, doing my makeup, doing certain fitness exercises to help. So I was paralyzed years ago, and so thankful to this herbalist that I met that came into my life, that caused me to be able to walk again after taking CBD. It did have THC because I needed THC for the cancer I was dealing with, as well as the paralysis I was dealing with. So that's how I'm walking again. And that's another reason why I try my best to stay away from certain foods, because it triggers it. It will trigger some certain things. And what comes along with that is, memory loss, neurological dysfunction, a lot of things. So my body dealt with a lot. And so I don't beat myself up, although that's, easy to do, obviously, with any of us. But I try my best not to beat myself up or not be too hard on myself, because my body's dealt with a lot over the last 4 years. So I've been sick my entire life, as you read in the book, but my body, it's taken a toll. Not the last 4 years, is like 6 years. 6 years. So I'm doing good. What people don't realize too is being a cancer survivor, also dealing with kidney failure, also dealing with ataxia. You're literally almost in the grave, and your body has to restart. Like you have to restart. Like I have my little computer here. Your body has to restart and be rebooted. You know, like whatever memory was lost. You know, so there's certain things. You know, there's certain things. Although I'm much better, that you know, like I said, I'm much better. Certain things, because I function a certain way, it's not that my memory is bad. I like things repeated. I like things a certain way, and it's just caused me to think differently and look at things differently. So I'm really thankful for it, actually. I made myself a chocolate cake yesterday, which is healthy. The frosting is mostly healthy. There's one ingredient. I was kind of having like, well, it's a my birthday moment. It does have one ingredient that I'm not too proud of, but it's not something that I'll have every single day. So it's 99% healthy. 99% healthy. And then I'll have steamed vegetables with it, and like water. I drink water. I haven't been drinking kombucha for a while. My stomach's been doing good, gut health, and this is what you can incorporate into your diet. Like I said, the forager cashew yogurt I love. Grapes, berries. Make sure you're eating, you know, mostly fruit, mostly vegetables. Like I said, I have a recipe book in my courses. I have my Earthly Desserts book if you want to make, you know, recipes from there. Those recipes were made in 2015. Since then, I've created another recipe book for my clients. So if you want both of them, let me know. Comment below and let me know. So that's basically what I eat. Like I said, I can sit here and eat lettuce and parsley and be fine, because my brain is so spiritually activated that, you know, it's not like I have such a need for food. And this is a good place for me to be in. If you guys have been keeping up, you know I've went through certain things in terms of, you know, healing certain things from certain people. So that was also, it's like, let me just call a DoorDash. It's not like the food, like I said, some of the food wasn't that great. I was kind of shocked myself. It's like, it's not what you would normally, you know, order. It was like broccoli with garlic sauce and rice, you know, but I know it's in the sauces. So, or like French fries, you know. Now if they're cooked with certain oils, then that's fine, but I know they weren't. So those were like my bad foods that were comforting at the time. And then I would get barbecue sauce. I'm like, you know what they put in here. So I said I'm gonna be 28. I'm right on track. Spirit's like, yep, that's good. You were transparent. I'm transparent. I did get off track. I did. I'm back on. My weight is down. What am I? I was 5'6" according to doctors, but I'm usually shorter than people I come around. So I have to be re-measured. I was 5'4" before, and Dr. Morris, he said he told me I shrunk. He said you must be short, and that was because I was sick. So when you're sick, you know, you do shrink, which I still find cute and I find hilarious and I find funny. People may still see me as short because I'm very petite in person, like very petite, like very, very petite in person. But that would be my recommendation. Just make those the focus of your meals. And the way you're gonna stay on track is, like I said, figuring out why you're doing it. What purpose are you doing it for? Are you doing it for your mental health? Are you doing it because you were sick? Don't ever do it for another person. Been there, done that. That was like years ago, like 2013. I got down all the way to 123. And it was like, girl, for what? For what? They don't care. You know, so don't do it for other people. Do it for yourself. I don't know, like I just never did it. People usually inspire me. Like I used to follow all the fitness people and I was like, oh my God, this just inspires me to, you know, when I was in the 150s and 160s and, you know, I was like, I like her body type, you know, but then I let it motivate me to go to the gym. I let it motivate me to eat healthy. And then I would do progress pictures of myself and look at myself, because I always make sure that I have integrity and that I have authenticity. And it's not authentic to be looking at someone and comparing yourself. It's best if you look at yourself and compare yourself. So each time I hit a milestone, I was celebrating it. When I was 160, I was like, ooh, you got a bubble butt, you know? It literally looks like you can bounce your head off of my butt, and it still does. I think my butt is bigger now. It was pretty big back then. Roly-poly-oly in all the right places, top and bottom. So, you know, celebrate your body. Even if you effed up, you know, yesterday, what looks good on you? Does your face look good? Are you glowing? Does your arm, maybe your arm looks good. Maybe your stomach looks good. Maybe your left knee or your left ankle looks good. Whatever it is, it could be your fingernail. Just celebrate something on you, because that will keep you going. That will keep you on track. And figuring out why you get off track. Is it someone in your life? Do you need to talk to them? Do you need to get rid of them? Whatever's holding you back, get to the root of it so you can stop doing it. Do you like the taste of something? Maybe you need to detox your taste buds. Replace it with something healthier. There's so many things that you can do. You always have solutions. There are always solutions. If I say that there's solutions, there's solutions. Because I've been in tough situations that only Yeshua could get himself out of. And I'm thankful for his spirit abiding on the inside of me and leading, guiding, and directing me when I need it, and having that same access to that same ancestry to help me propel forward. Like I said in one of my podcast episodes, you can see a wall, but Yeshua didn't see a wall. Is this a wall or is it a portal? You know, can you knock or can you walk through it? You know what I'm saying? So there's always a solution. You can always make it out of everything. Even if you feel like, oh, I'm never gonna lose weight. You have the power to speak positive things. And this astrology planner and my manifestation planner have places where you can manifest what you want. Reflect. There's a reflection page here. I designed that. Look at that. Nice and glittery. Affirmations. Look, making healthy vegan donuts. I love that. That's one of my favorites. That and the skull. And inspire, getting in tune, soar. You know, you have to speak positivity into your life. If you don't think you can, then you won't. But you have to figure out why you think that way. You know, and propel forward. So the word of the day is zuhuran, and that is flowers in one of my languages of Arabic, because y'all need to give me my flowers today. Give yourself flowers. Be kind to yourself. You guys know I'm obsessed with flowers. I'm obsessed with them. If someone gave me flowers every single day, oh my God. If my whole house was filled with flowers, I just love flowers. I kind of still don't know. And as I said, flowers, look, there's flowers on here. That's my brand. I just adore them. I'm just obsessed with flowers, as I should be. Some of you incorporate Miyoko's vegan cheese into your diet if you are a cheese lover. Miyoko's is very kind. I spoke to her on Twitter from time to time. Yes, she is a person. It's not just the brand. Let me see what health messages. I'm hearing smoky quartz. A lot of you need to meditate and align your chakras, balance your root chakras, and manifest and work with me. Book a spiritual reading, and then I can direct you as to what program you need to be in. Yeah, like I said, you need to ground yourself. Yep. Vetiver, patchouli, essential oils. Patchouli is a great deodorant, by the way. Aluminum, okay? Patchouli is great for calming, relaxation. It's such a powerful, I heard manifestation oil too. Practice. Vetiver, put it in your shoes, Spirit is saying. And some of you are diffusing eucalyptus. When you do, you'll breathe again, you'll breathe better, okay? So those are messages. If you want specific individual messages, definitely book in the description box below, where my little link tree where it says book a reading. Thank you so much for watching. If I missed anything, if you wanted to know more in detail, feel free to comment below and I'll be more than happy to answer. Loverly peacefuls. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in next week's video. And tune into tomorrow's podcast. There will be a podcast, and I have to apologize to my listeners. It was out of my control, guys. It really was.